Good day, Assalamu alaikum, Namaskar, Sat Sri Akal, Jai Shri Krishna. Welcome to Hunny Walia show. I'm your host, Sunil Fool. Um, as you know, we always bring a different people from different fields who comes and give us their expertise, their knowledge, and how they are helping the community to progress. Today we have Dr. Aisha with us. She will be talking about the English proficiency language for the immigrants, new people, even for the business people also, or the professionals, how they can improve their reading, writing, and skills on English to be better professional, I could say. Welcome, Dr. Aisha.
Thank you very much, Sunil, for having me on this show.
Thank you, Dr. Aisha. Before we proceed, I was reading your website and your article and how you do ELTS, CELPIP, ESL programs. Could you please tell us more about these different programs and how they complement each other?
Sure. I'll start with IELTS, which is one of the oldest English language proficiency exam. And basically, all of these English language exams, they want to check your English language proficiency, but their formats are different. Also sometimes there are some organizations or institutes that require a particular test in order to that fulfills their need. There are some students who can only take the IELTS exam because of the particular goal they have in mind. Some students can only take CELPIP. CALE is one of the newest one, and CALE is Canadian Academic English Language Testing Program.
So who will be needing, like you did mention about the different level, like different formats, right? ESL, ELTS, who need those programs, who need those exams?
If we start, most of the clients that we have are the ones who have immigrated to Canada already. And let's say they are they were on work permits or other immigration streams, and now they want to apply for either citizenship or for the improper PR. So in order to put their file forward, they need to have an English language proficiency test attached. Second is there are also some professionals who want to take any licensing exam. And the prerequisite to appear in the licensing exam is again to provide a proof of their English language proficiency. Third is there are international students who want to get admission or get registered in the colleges, in Canadian colleges or universities, and the prerequisite is to show their English language proficiency test. That is these are a few requirements that students have to take these proficiency exams, and in order to reach their goal, they need instructor, and we provide instructions on all of these.
Aisha, you did mention about the new immigrants. You did talk about the student visa, and then you did talk about the students or the people who are going to go and want to take admission in the university.
Right.
So there are different, I think the segments or different areas, or people who are new immigrants, they will be taking a different English courses compared to the who are going for licensing, or
Right.
the people who are going to the university. So could you please elaborate a little bit more on that?
Yes, so basically in order to put your file forward for citizenship or to get your PR card, you need to appear in IELTS or CELPIP. And then depending upon the score that you already have related to your education or your adaptability or your work experience, so it depends whether you require a band 4, a band 5, or a band 6. So when the clients come to me, like they tell me, okay, we are here for this purpose, and this is the score that we require. And we have appeared 3 or 4 times already in this English language proficiency test, but we were not able to reach our goal, or we were not able to get the score that is required. So these are the few things that we need to know before we start teaching them. So we keep the benchmark in our mind, what are they looking for. Next comes, yeah, yes, yeah,
So you do, so if I understood correctly, you do the assessment test, right?
right.
So when you are doing the assessment test, you basically know where they are, or you basically take their previous results.
Uh, I I asked them to bring their previous scores with them. I asked them to tell us, without being shy, their educational background or academic achievements they have already have in life. Because if there is a person who has passed grade 12 only back home, then it would take a different time for him to reach a band 5 in English than a person who has already had his postgraduate degree from back home or wherever. So these things are really important along with the assessment that we take. The assessment is of the 4 skills: listening, speaking, reading, and writing. That gives us a really great feedback about the student, where the student is at present, which Canadian language benchmark is he or she at. So we start our teaching from there.
Thank you. I think that's the best way to do it, because unless you know all the 4 stages, you will not be able to progress.
Right.
Uh, Dr. Aisha, now we are talking about nothing is free.
Mhm.
So when the student is coming, or they want to take the courses, or they are going for assessment or writing an exam, is a fees involved. Is a grant available, or they can apply for some funding, or how does that work?
Unfortunately, we have not been able to get approved for funding yet. I'm working in that direction, and hopefully we'll get some funders who would be able to fund such students who are really in need of these courses and are not able to pay the fee. Because most of the students or clients that come to our academy are newcomers, and they are working in rotating shifts. Most of them are working 12 hours a day, 7 days a week. For those students, we have to have early morning classes, like which starts at 6 in the morning sometimes, because we teach them from 6 to 8. At 8 o'clock, they go to work until 8 at night. So life is hard for them. So if we are able to provide them some funding, their life at work might become easier, so that they can concentrate more at learning, so that they are able to go into the Canadian job market faster than while working shift work as well.
No, I 100% agree. Like, life is hard, because when you're learning and going, going working and going to school as a new immigrant. When I came to Canada about 20 years ago, I still remember I worked at the banquets. I did work as a security person, and I was taking the classes at the same time too.
Yeah,
So, but in the end, it pays off.
right. Agreed. Agreed.
So when we talk about assessments, Aisha, so you did mention from ESL to the professional English. So ESL has different bands, did you mention? And then professional English. Could you talk a little bit more, or like how the ESL assessments are done, and how the professional English or the people who are applying for the licensing, that works?
Let's talk about ESL first. So basically, ESL is English as a second language learning. And most of the time, the students or clients who come to me, they are highly professionals, and they are fluent in their first language, which might be Hindi or Nepalese or Spanish or French. But what they are lacking is the English language proficiency. So they start with ESL classes because they want to get integrated into the Canadian job market. That's the main purpose. Or if not Canadian job market, they want to be functional in the Canadian culture and society, so that they don't feel embarrassed when they go to a coffee shop or when they are hopping in a bus and they need to ask something from the driver, and everybody is looking at them and the driver couldn't understand, and they feel like they feel that they are not that the system does not accept them, which is basically not the system, it's the English language that is preventing them into integrating into the Canadian society. So this is what ESL is for. Second, I get a lot of housewives at the academy, and they want to have classes before their kids come to from school to home. And the main purpose is, again, they say we go to grocery store and my husband is afraid to send me alone because I cannot communicate in English and I want to be independent. That's why I want to learn English, which is understandable. Plus, there are some women who cannot pass their driving test, the written test, because their English is weak and they need to come to the academy. And one thing I've seen is that once they come to the academy, they love it, because learning always gives you a peace of mind. And all the happy hormones are released when you are learning and achieving something in life, right? Yeah,
I 100% agree with you, Dr. Aisha. Reason being, you want to learn, and it's never ending learning. We
yeah,
ha- we are in the life age, and we are still learning.
yeah.
And being honest with you, I just want to, like, when you talk about speaking, right?
Hmm.
I'm from India. I came to Canada about 20 years ago. I still speak some words which my wife or kid says, what you're saying. So I
Yeah,
give you an example like vegetable. They said, are you talking about vegetables or you're talking about veggies on the table?
yeah. Vegetable, breakfast or breakfast, right? Or sandwich or sandwich, because like there's no need to make fun of like people, but we have seen some some people, like if they go to a cafe and they are saying breakfast and sandwich and a few other things like biscuit instead of biscuit, they think they are that they're been like made, like people don't respect you. This is what I have got like feedback from my clients, that they want to simply integrate into Canadian society by learning functional English at least. So which
I
is great. Mm.
No, one thing, the acceptance, but I do, really recommend you, I really appreciate what you're doing. You're not just teaching them, but you're giving them a mental power too for acceptance and build their confidence. I really appreciate it. Ma'am, so it's another thing, Dr. Aisha, like when we talked, you did mention about the professional English, right?
Mhm.
Um, a lot of people, or including me, I write as I speak, or
Uh-huh.
so you're writing, but then how to improve your written skills, writing skills, when
Mhm.
you are in kind of a professional thing. So do you help in that way too?
Yes, we have a separate stream which improves your academic English and in writing as well as in speaking. Because if you are aiming for executive level jobs, then you need to have certain etiquettes in English language as well. So which, if unfortunately were not taught in the countries back home, because English was not the first language over there, then it's better to learn them here. And we are great in doing that. We have like awesome program that makes you perfect in your academic English. Let it be speaking or writing.
So you did, Dr. Aisha, you mentioned you're offering different courses, right? So you have different classes available depending on what you need, or is any days there or timing, how that works?
We have different timings available, and again the schedule depends upon our students, so whatever time suits them, and if it suits us as well like, yeah, so we can either give them one-on-one classes, we can give them group class if group is taking place at the time which is convenient as per their needs of their job. So anything is available, and this is the beauty of our institute. That's why I founded it, because I have always worked with settlement agencies, in the government settlement agencies in Canada, particularly in Alberta. What I've seen is they are doing a great job, but the office hours are from 9 to 5, and there are students, and they're Monday to Friday, and there were clients who could not attend the classes or who could not come and meet you in the regular working office hours. So this upon the request of few of my community members or the people that I used to like, this is what I like. I figured out that there needs to be a place which is open at the weekend, a place which is open during the evenings as well.
So you did mention about your school or institute. Could you tell us a little bit more about that?
Yes, so I am the founder and CEO of North American ESL Services. We provide English language classes, all the courses around the globe. At present, we are teaching in India, Pakistan, and Mexico, along with Canada as well. In Canada, we are teaching in various provinces. And thanks to, I would say, to last year, like everything is almost gone online or through Zoom. So life has become like life has changed in COVID days, right? And so like we had to switch to Zoom as well, though we were already teaching globally over Zoom. So the way we are having interviews, this is how we are taking classes as well. This is how we are taking assessments too. And the next plan is to get funding from government so that the students who are in need can get help, because I get lots of clients who are in financial crisis, but they want to improve English. There's nothing we could do. For those students, we have lowered our fee package as well, but definitely we cannot do for free. So pray for us that we one day comes that we can teach them for free, getting funding from government.
I really appreciate, my all prayers are for you, Dr. Aisha, because, as an immigrant, when you come, which comes first, chicken or egg? Right?
Yeah.
Your experience or a language, because without that, you can't get a job. When you need a job, you need those both things. So
Right.
I really appreciate what you are doing. Dr. Aisha, would you like to give any last message to our viewers?
The last message is that English is not, though English is not the end of the world, but while you are in Canada, you need to get integrated into the system. In order to do that, you need to get proper English language assistance so that you don't feel shy or embarrassed at places where you don't need to. And it is doable. Everyone can learn it. Our result has been almost 100% in teaching and making people functional in terms of English language proficiency. So don't feel shy. We are there. Institute like us, I think there are more, there will be more like us. Go to anywhere you think you can get assistance, but do not feel shy. Do not feel bad that the system does not accept you. The system is trying to accept everybody who's coming to Canada. The key to success here is English language.
Thank you, Dr. Aisha. I really appreciate your time. You're watching Hunny Walia show. We were talking just now with Dr. Aisha, who provide the English as a second language to the new immigrants, to the students, to the professionals who want to improve. If you are looking at services, please feel free to contact us or Dr. Aisha. Her phone number, her school address, her websites, everything is running around. And if you do mention you have got the message from the Hunny Walia show, she will give you a good discount. Is that right, Dr. Aisha?
Absolutely right.
Thank you. Keep watching Hunny Walia shows. I'm your host, Sunil Phul. Good day. Assalamu alaikum. Namaskar. Jai Shri Krishna.